In the heart of a bustling city lived a billionaire named Chief Adewale. Wise, wealthy, and kind-hearted, he had built an empire from scratch. But as age caught up with him, a deep worry began to grow in his heart. Did his family truly love him, or just his money? One Sunday, Chief Adewale called his family together. His wife, Madam Ronk, his two sons, Toby and Connor, and his only daughter, Sod, gathered around the long mahogany dining table, expecting news of another inheritance or investment. "I've lost everything," Chief Adewale said with a sigh. "All my businesses, my houses. Gone." The room fell silent. The silence didn't come from concern, it came from disbelief. And annoyance. In just a few days, everything changed. Ronk stopped cooking for him. His sons stopped greeting him with respect. Even Sod became distant. They mocked him quietly, treating him like a burden. "Old man with no money has no use," Ronk whispered one evening. One morning, Chief Adewale heard his wife on the phone. "No, don't worry," she laughed. "Once he dies, I'll sell the house and we'll move to London." His heart sank. He was not just unloved, he was unwanted. That same week, they told him to leave. "You're embarrassing us," Connor said coldly. With only a bag of clothes and a walking stick, Chief Adewale walked out of the mansion he built, homeless, heartbroken, and humiliated. Days turned into weeks. Chief Adewale lived on the streets. Passers-by walked past him, not recognizing the once great man. He sat outside a bakery, watching people eat what he could no longer afford. One afternoon, a black SUV pulled up. A tall man in a senator suit stepped out. It was Alhaji Musa, his old business partner. "Adewale," he gasped. Alhaji Musa was shocked to see his friend like this. "Come with me," he said, tears in his eyes. Alhaji Musa took Chief Adewale to his home, a peaceful compound outside the city. He gave him food, a warm bed, and clean clothes. For the first time in weeks, Adewale smiled. But the pain in his heart was still deep. That night, Chief Adewale told Alhaji Musa everything. "I needed to know the truth. And now I do." Musa nodded and said, "Then let the next chapter begin. You've tested them, now let them face the real test." Over the next few weeks, Adewale secretly met with his lawyers and financial managers. He hadn't really lost everything, it was all part of the test. His assets were safe, hidden under new names. But now, he was planning something far bigger than any of them expected. Back at the mansion, things were changing. Without Adewale's money, debts began piling up. Madam Ronk had sold 2 of her designer bags. Toby and Connor argued over who would pay the bills. "He ruined us," Ronk said bitterly. But deep down, they all knew they had ruined themselves. Sod, the youngest, watched all of it unfold in silence. She remembered the day her father walked out. Guilt twisted her heart. One afternoon, she knelt in her room and cried. "Daddy, I'm sorry," she whispered into the quiet air. Then one day, a letter arrived, a grand invitation to a private charity gala at a luxurious hotel. From the estate of Chief Adewale, it read. Ronk's hands trembled. "He's alive." That evening, they arrived at the gala dressed in borrowed clothes. The hotel glowed like a palace. Cameras flashed. But when they entered the hall, everyone went silent. At the center stage stood Chief Adewale, regal in a rich velvet agbada, surrounded by dignitaries. "You thought I was gone," Chief Adewale said into the microphone. "But I was watching. Every moment." The hall gasped. His family stood frozen, ashamed, exposed in front of everyone. But Adewale's eyes focused only on one face in the crowd. His daughter. Sod rushed forward, sobbing. "Daddy, please. I was wrong. I let them change me. I'm so sorry." Chief Adewale stepped down from the stage, silent. He looked into her eyes and saw the tears were real. Without a word, he hugged her tightly. The hall erupted in applause. Then he turned to the rest of the family. Ronk, Toby, Connor, I gave you everything. And when I needed love, you gave me shame. They knelt on the floor. Please forgive us, Ronk whispered. I forgive you, he said. But you must now live with the truth, the wealth is no longer yours. In the months that followed, Chief Adewale made big changes. He rewrote his will and gave Sod a new role as the leader of his foundation. She worked hard, building schools and helping those in need. She became the face of kindness and change in the community. Ronk and the boys had a different path. For the first time in their lives, they had to work, really work. No more easy money or luxury. They had to learn the value of hard work, responsibility, and respect. As for Chief Adewale, he looked different too. He smiled more often and seemed lighter, as if a heavy burden had been lifted. He had finally found peace, not from money, but from knowing who truly cared about him. Sometimes, the richest person is not the one with the most money, but the one who is brave enough to let it all go in order to find the truth. Chief Adewale didn't lose his fortune, he discovered the real treasure, the true worth of his family. Moral lessons: true love is tested not in times of abundance, but in times of lack. Those who truly love you will stand by you, even when the money is gone. Money can buy loyalty, but not sincerity. People may stay for your wealth, but only a few will stay for your heart. Character is revealed during adversity. When wealth disappears, people show their true colors. Humility and repentance open the door to forgiveness. Soda's honesty and remorse earned her father's forgiveness and respect. No legacy is greater than a life lived with truth and love. In the end, Chief Adewale passed on something greater than money, a lesson that would live forever.